What if your own body could tell you how much time you really have left? After turning 70, every moment becomes more valuable, but many people ignore the subtle signs their bodies are sending. The truth is, science has uncovered 7 powerful indicators that can actually reveal how long you might live. These aren't myths or guesswork. They're real signals backed by research. In today's video, you'll learn what they are, how to spot them in yourself, and what you can do right now to stay strong, independent, and thriving for years to come. Turning 70 in the United States should be a time to slow down and enjoy life, but for many, it's when everything starts getting harder. Healthcare becomes more complicated. Visits to the doctor feel rushed, and real concerns are often brushed off as just aging. Behind closed doors, millions of seniors silently deal with fatigue, weakness, loneliness, and fear, wondering if what they're feeling is normal or the beginning of something worse. Medications pile up, energy fades, and small health changes go unnoticed until they become big problems. What makes it worse? Most people believe there's nothing they can do, just let nature take its course. But here's the truth. There are early warning signs that your body gives you, signals that can predict not just how long you will outlive, but how well you'll live. The key is knowing what to look for, and once you do, you'll realize you have more control than you ever thought possible. These 7 signs aren't random. They're backed by real science and years of observation by doctors. They show up consistently in people who live well into their 90s, with strength, clarity, and independence. And yet, most people overlook them completely. Why? Because they seem too simple. They're often dismissed as just part of getting older. But here's the truth. These are early warning lights, sure. Body's way of giving you feedback before things get worse. Think of them like a dashboard in your car. If you ignore the blinking lights, problems grow. But if you catch them early, you can adjust, recover, and keep going strong. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down each sign in plain, simple terms. You'll discover what to look for and how to act on it starting today. One of the most powerful predictors of how long you will live after 70 isn't found in your medical history, your cholesterol levels, or even your diet. It's your walking speed. Studies from major health institutions have shown a strong link between walking pace and overall longevity. Seniors who maintain a steady, brisk walking speed tend to live longer and stay healthier than those who slow down. Let's take 2 examples. Joe and Frank. Both are 74. Joe walks every morning at a comfortable pace. He doesn't struggle with curbs, stairs, or uneven sidewalks. His movements are steady and confident. Frank used to be active, but lately, he slowed down. He gets winded easily, takes breaks often, and feels off balance when walking. The difference: Joe's walking speed reflects strong leg muscles, good heart health, and mental sharpness. Frank's slower pace may point to declining muscle strength, poor circulation, or even early neurological issues. Your legs are your foundation. When they weaken, everything else is affected too. Energy, mobility, and even independence. The good news: you can improve this. Start walking more often, even short, consistent walks help. Use lights, ankle weights, practice balance exercises, or walk in water for low-impact training. Walking speed is more than a number. It's a message from your body, and the faster you respond, the better your future may look. It might sound strange, but the strength of your handshake could say a lot about how long you'll live. Grip strength is one of the most reliable indicators of overall vitality in older adults. Scientists have found that people with stronger grips tend to live longer, experience fewer hospitalizations, and maintain their independence longer than those with weaker grips. Take Robert and Walter, both 78. Robert still opens jars with ease, carries his own groceries, and enjoys small home repairs. His grip is solid, and so is his health. Walter, on the other hand, recently noticed that he struggles to turn doorknobs, open bottles, or hold on to heavier bags. He chalked it up to aging. But what he didn't realize is that his declining grip strength could be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, or even heart disease. Your hands reflect your body's muscle health. When grip weakens, it often means the rest of the body is losing strength, and that leads to greater risk of falls, injury, and dependence on others. But here's the good news: you can rebuild it. Start with simple exercises. Squeeze a stress ball, use hand grippers, or do light weightlifting with your arms. Even carrying grocery bags or gardening helps. Test your grip today. If opening a bottle or carrying a shopping bag feels harder than it used to, take it seriously, because how firmly you hold on today could determine how well you hold on to your independence tomorrow. Most people don't think much about their balance until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. Research shows that seniors who struggle with balance are far more likely to suffer falls, head injuries, fractures, and even cognitive decline. Let's look at two women, Carol and Nancy. Carol, 72, walks regularly, does light yoga, and can lift one foot off the ground without wobbling. Her balance is steady, and so is her overall health. Nancy, also 72, hasn't paid much attention to her balance. Over the years, when she tries to stand on one leg, she tips almost immediately, needing a chair or wall for support. What Nancy doesn't realize is that poor balance isn't just inconvenient, that's a warning sign. It can reflect weak leg muscles, a slower nervous system, and even early issues in brain coordination. But there's hope. Balance can be trained. Try this right now. Stand up and lift 1 foot an inch off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds? If not, start small. Do daily balance drills. Stand on one leg near a wall. Walk heel-to-toe across a hallway. Or practice slow. Good balance keeps you safe, strong, and steady. And if you improve it now, you'll not only prevent dangerous falls, you'll build the kind of body that's ready for many more active years ahead. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's about survival. After 70, how well you sleep plays a critical role in how long and how well you'll live. During deep sleep, your body repairs itself, restores energy, strengthens the immune system, and even flushes toxins from the brain. Without it, your body starts to break down faster. Meet Henry and Bill, both 75. Henry goes to bed at the same time every night, avoids screens before sleep, and wakes up feeling rested after 7 hours. Bill, on the other hand, tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and often feels exhausted in the morning despite spending 9 hours in bed. Over time, Henry stays sharp, focused, and energized. Bill struggles with brain fog, low mood, blood pressure swings, and weakened immunity. Poor sleep has been linked to memory loss, heart disease, weight gain, and even early mortality. Yet many seniors dismiss it as just part of getting older. Don't make that mistake. Improve your sleep by creating a bedtime routine, reducing caffeine, cutting back on alcohol, and exposing yourself to morning sunlight. Avoid heavy meals late at night, and keep your room cool, quiet, and dark. And if you constantly wake up tired, talk to your doctor. It could be sleep apnea or another condition. Quality sleep adds quality years to your life. It's not a luxury, it's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools you have. As we age, eating becomes more than just a daily routine. It becomes a survival strategy. A healthy appetite and proper nutrition are key indicators of how your body is holding up after 70. Let's look at Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, and maintains a healthy weight. She looks forward to cooking and feels energized throughout the day. Susan, on the other hand, has lost interest in food. She skips meals, relies on packaged snacks, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What Susan doesn't realize is that a shrinking appetite can be a red flag, often linked to nutrient deficiencies, muscle loss, and even early signs of illness or cognitive decline. As appetite fades, the risk of malnutrition rises. And when your body isn't getting the fuel it needs, everything from muscle strength to immune function starts to suffer. But this can be reversed. Start by tracking your meals. Are you eating enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Add in smoothies, soups, and easy-to-digest foods. If full meals feel overwhelming, stay hydrated and consider eating smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. Appetite isn't just about hunger, it's about health. So if you've noticed a drop in interest or energy around food, don't ignore it. The way you eat today directly affects how strong, stable, and independent you'll be tomorrow. Stress doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your lifespan. After 70, how you handle stress can make the difference between thriving and just surviving. Chronic stress wears down the immune system, raises blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and accelerates aging at the cellular level. Meet John and Richard, both 76. John faces life's challenges calmly. He practices deep breathing, talks with friends, and focuses on what he can control. Richard, however, worries constantly. Every small problem feels overwhelming, and he often feels tense, frustrated, or mentally drained. Over time, this emotional strain takes a physical toll. Richard begins to experience fatigue, high blood pressure, and brain fog, all linked to unchecked stress. Scientists have linked chronic stress to nearly every major age-related disease, from heart attacks to Alzheimer's. But here's the good news. Stress is manageable. Try this. Close your eyes and take 5 slow, deep breaths right now. Feel the difference. Simple techniques like mindfulness, gentle stretching, walking in nature, journaling, or even laughing with a loved one can reset your nervous system. And don't underestimate the power of human connection. Talking to someone you trust reduces stress dramatically. Life will always have problems. The question is, do you let stress control you, or do you take control of it? Learning to manage stress isn't just good for your peace of mind, could add years to your life. Want to live longer after 70? Stay connected. Loneliness doesn't just feel bad, it's deadly. Studies have found that social isolation increases the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. Let's look at Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor stays in touch with old friends, visits her grandkids, and attends a weekly book club. She laughs often and feels emotionally supported. Barbara, on the other hand, spends most of her days alone. She rarely talks to anyone, doesn't attend social events, and feels forgotten even though she has family nearby. Over time, Eleanor remains sharp, upbeat, and physically active. Barbara begins to feel slower, more fatigued, and mentally foggy. The brain craves connection. Every meaningful conversation stimulates memory, language, and emotional regulation. Even small, daily interactions like chatting with a neighbor or calling a friend. If you've been pulling away from people, now is the time to reverse that. Reach out, join a local group, call an old friend, or simply say hello to someone new. You don't need a huge circle, just a few people you can trust and connect with regularly. Because staying socially active isn't just about happiness. It's one of the most underrated predictors of how long and how well you will live. You've just discovered 7 powerful signs your body uses to communicate with you after 70. Let's recap them quickly. Your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, appetite, stress levels, and social connections all play a major role in predicting how long and how well you'll live. The best part, almost all of them are in your control. You don't need a fancy gym, expensive supplements, or a strict routine. What you do need is awareness and a willingness to take small steps consistently. A short daily walk, a phone call to someone you care about, a few deep breaths before reacting to stress, choosing a home-cooked meal over a processed snack. These small habits compound over time. So if you recognized yourself in one or more of these signs, don't panic. This is your opportunity to make changes that truly matter. Your future isn't fixed. It's shaped by what you do today. And today can be the first step toward a longer, stronger, more joyful life. Because aging is inevitable, but how you age is up to you. Now that you know what to look for, what will you do with this information? Will you start walking a little more each day? Will you pay closer attention to your sleep, your mood, your meals, and the people around you. You don't have to change everything at once, but choosing to change one thing today could be the first step toward adding not just years to your life, but life to your years. So take a moment right now. Which of these 7 signs hit you the hardest? Which one made you think, "That's me"? Leave a comment below and let us know. You're not alone, and your story might help someone else take action too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit the like button, subscribe to Second Sunrise, and turn on the notification bell. We're here to bring you powerful, practical content that helps you age stronger and live better. And if you know someone over 70 or someone caring for a loved one, share this video with them. It might just give them the wake-up call they need. Remember, it's never too late to take back control. Your next chapter can be your strongest yet.